Anybody from the MDVA area or anybody who's a fan of Ridley at all will be intimately familiar with. Fraudrigo on the other side going to be piloting that Zelda in, you know what, maybe like one of the few matchups that I won't say Zelda hard loses.
Okay, well, I have to ask you this question, Lass. As our resident researcher, where do you put them on the tier list?
Zelda or Ridley?
I want both.
They're both pretty close to the bottom.
Okay, I wanted to hear you say it, that was all.
I would say that Zelda is worse than Ridley on that tier list, and that is all that I'm going to say on the subject for the duration of this set, and then I'll make my true proclamation after the set's over.
Right, well, right now, Zelda is getting edge-guarded and does not get back to the ledge. Smub, hometown hero at the moment, taking that first stock, only at 65%. Pretty healthy. Zelda hits hard, but probably not taking your stock quite yet. A little back and forth, gonna bring out that Phantom, get some coverage. Fraudrigo trying to get an opening, not able to do it and back off that ledge. The last time you were here, you didn't come back. Makes it there for the moment, but Smub, just beautiful pressure right there, holding center stage, knowing exactly where Fraudrigo wants to go and making sure that it's not easy to get there.
Another F-tilt connects though, and it sends Fraudrigo deep off stage. Smub really looking for these two-frame F-tilts like below ledge. Tries to just run up and up smash, and rightfully gets punished with a lightning kick to the jaw for it.
Yeah, that was like the ending of Jurassic Park, all right? Finally, got control of these dinosaurs again.
I don't know, for how long is the question though, because Smub just spawns back in on the next stock.
Another
Jurassic
season.
Park 2 starts up.
Oh.
They can never keep those dinos in the pen for that long. There's always some
someone.
design flaw or some intern who doesn't lock the cage or...
And then we get to watch this because of it. Lock the cage, intern, and then Zelda won't have these issues. Oh.
Can you imagine like the plot of the Jurassic Park movie where like the foreign dignitary princess gets grabbed by one of the dinosaurs and we have to save the princess or it'll be an international incident.
But the princess the whole time is actually fighting off the dinosaurs. It's like, I don't need
badass.
you. Yeah.
It's like in the... James Cameron, call me.
All right, right now, Fraudrigo, you were maintaining control for a bit, even though you were trailing. Maybe there's a little bit of hope, but going to be difficult to get back from this. Love what Smub's doing right there. A lot of safe attacks, no risk. Saying, Fraudrigo, you're the one at a disadvantage right now. You're the one that has to take a guess, and you guessed wrong, and you are down a game because of it.
Game one, nice and quick, nice and simple. Smub never really was in danger throughout that, and I think the main reason because of it was how good he was on ledge. Every single time Fraudrigo ended up off stage, ended up trying to come back, Smub was standing there at the perfect distance with that little down-angled F-tilt, just knock him back off. Try again.
Yeah.
Try again. Try again.
Princess did not know what to do when she was not in that castle.
I mean, I also would not know what to do if I was on Hollow Bastion fighting a dinosaur.
Fair enough, fair enough.
A situation that they did not prep me for in university.
It was the fight part that you lost me at. I was like, oh, we got to fight? I don't know. A little bit of more patient play coming in from Smub, which is holding the right side of the stage. And Fraudrigo, I like this game plan. You don't have to take any risks. You have a much better projectile. Just kind of sit back, play it safe, because the moment you get in there, you got to worry about some of these conversions that Smub can do. Luckily, it was interrupted, courtesy of that neutral B coming in from Zelda. There is a little bit of intangibility. Definitely a good get-out-of-jail-free card, but don't want to abuse it. It does definitely have a few openings, and Smub can just wait and punish it hard if he chooses to do so. A little bit of back and forth at the moment. Got Fraudrigo back off the edge. These two frames have not hit. That is the one blessing Fraudrigo is getting, but you're still taking so much damage every time you struggle to get back.
And speaking of, even when you do get back, Smub is still there ready to catch the get-up. You just can't get back on stage.
That spacing is so good.
One more time.
You get to worry about that.
What's the option?
Repeat, instant replay of game number one, finisher.
And I think that's the scariest thing too about being on ledge versus Smub. That was, I think, like neutral get up shield was definitely the wrong option there, but Smub was more than ready to react to basically any option. He's just going to keep making this money on the ledge.
And it was almost formulated, if you will. First I punish a neutral get up, then I go and I punish a roll, and now I'm gonna punish the next option, you know, just kind of cycling through. Unfortunately, cycling through those stocks as well as one does finally drop for Smub. Fraudrigo I mean, you're trying to put up a fight. It's getting rough. It's looking scary, and Smub is relentless, it seems. You're back at that ledge. You got to fight your way out if you want some stage control.
Looking for that opportunity on that right side platform, but once Smub gets down on solid ground, he finally gets that up smash that he's been looking for so long. He tried a couple times during game number 1, got it during game number 2, looks for the dash grab, but it is starting to look dim for Princess Zelda and for Fraudrigo. Quick nair though, puts him at ledge. Medin's fire too, doing a pretty good job of just keeping him back. The big difference maker, I think, is that it seems that Fraudrigo is just not ready to box with Smub.
Yeah.
He's more than ready to throw projectiles at him, to send the Phantom Knight at him, to pop the upbeat too when he gets in too close. But once they actually start scrambling, once they actually start boxing, Smub is just outclassing him completely.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you kind of expect the Ridley to do. So just inherently, because you got to kind of get up close and personal with Ridley, you're probably a little bit better at it. You know, when you're Zelda, sometimes you have the Phantom protecting you. Sometimes you're using that projectile. The up close things are more just a finish stocks, not really when you're playing neutral.
Yeah, but ain't nothing gonna protect you when you're at the ledge versus Smub. He tries for a quick little, cheeky little ledge trump back air. Fraudrigo's able to get back up onto the stage, but we still end up in the same position. Still rinse repeating, and a dash underneath up smash does the ticket for Smub. He's going to be able to get that game number 2, another 2 stock as well. And it seems that Fraudrigo is just bleeding out, can't keep pace with MDVA's finest.
Yeah, and I don't know what was banned, but I imagine maybe at this point you just want some space, because when you're up close and personal, Smub is just making it hell. So I would love to see maybe a stage that's a little larger. Just maybe that.
I mean, that was town. That was about as big as you can get horizontally.
You want final? I don't know. It's maybe even the platforms. I don't know. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
Yeah, we did go to PS2 for this game coming up here. So trying a different platform configuration. You know, the Hollow Bastion center platform didn't work. The Town and City side platforms plus center platform didn't work. So we're going to try the bi-plat.
See if that does it.
And it is, we're talking about space on the stage as well. This is also one of the larger horizontal stages too. So it's still playing to that same general archetype as Fraudrigo, but Smub gets him on ledge. Let's see if he can get off safely, and he does. Really good use of the neutral B.
Oh, but you are still there somehow, and you can just tell Smub this is his playground.
Yeah, like look at the player cam. Every time Smub gets a grab or like sends Fraudrigo into the corner, he nods. He's like, cool.
I was right again. Right again. Right again. That was a hard nod right there. That was almost a stock finisher.
Yeah, when you're above percent Ridley, mashing's not going to help you get out of that, so you're stuck. You're in for the whole ride. And when it goes entirely coast to coast like that, it's a lot of damage added on top. And it's also a stock when Smub gets it the second time.
Yeah, I mean, you're almost wishing for a miracle at this point. The adjustments that would need to be made right now before Fraudrigo are so huge. You got Ridley off stage, but what can you do with it? Apparently not too much. And even stage control, losing control of that almost effortlessly as Smub just gets from the ledge to the middle and just kind of does a reversal on you. It's looking really, really difficult. You are a Fraudrigo fan.
A couple more neutral Bs, a couple more F-tilts, and a down smash on the neutral get-up. Smub calls out the timing with a larceny to bring us to a 3-stock lead. Can't get that up B kill either, so Smub's just gonna keep on cooking on this first stock. Finally a grab down throw, but even then Smub's got the resources to jump away. You're not gonna trap a Ridley on platform like that, but you are gonna trap him when he gets caught between Zelda and Phantom.
Not a 3-stock. I was a little concerned for the moment. Was this the light that was needed for Fraudrigo? Maybe the spark to get something ignited?
Maybe, but he's at the ledge once again.
Oh, there's no more gas.
Gotta find some way to push the car over the hill, at least get back to center stage. Smub looks for the down smash again. He's laughing in the player cam, but at least Fraudrigo has wizened up. He's not gonna get caught by the same trick twice. Oh. Get out of there.
All right. Smub just having a good old time, if you will, at this point. Charge, smash attacks, doing whatever he feels at the moment. A couple fireballs, goes for the trump. Not able to get it, but does still get a punish. That's just such a difficult setup anyway, because Ridley's Nair just covers so much space afterwards.
Another Nair 2, gonna catch Fraudrigo with the fireballs. Backstep there, just like a short shimmy walk away to get away from the rising up air through the stage. Walks right back into position, gets that F tilt out there. And a very comfortable 3-0 from Smub to be able to close that set. He's gonna be moving on in the winner's side of bracket. Fraudrigo gonna have to take a quick trip down through losers. Smub looking strong this weekend. Smub looking very good. Gonna have to though, because not that many MDVA top players are in this part of bracket now, which is kind of shocking.
We didn't come. No, I'm joking.
Nobody showed up.
Yeah, that was it, you know?
Just Smub, and I saw